Hey everyone, and welcome to the virtual hair and beauty show. I am very excited to be invited for the second year running to share some of my favorite tips and tricks on how you can use social media to grow your business. So, without further ado, let me get started with my screen share. There we go. That was nice and hitch free. So, if you are here for the Instagram mini masterclass for hair and beauty creatives, you are in the right place. But before we go any further, you need to make sure you head on over to Instagram and follow me at Estelle Keeber Official, which is my personal account, and at Immortal Monkey Official, which is the business account. For those of you that didn't recognize me from the first picture, this is me. My name is Estelle Keeber, and I am the founder of Immortal Monkey. Aside from being the founder of my business, I am also a mum to my two boys. I am the founder of Immortal Monkey, which is a support network for all small business owners from startup to level up. And I am one of the UK's leading Instagram experts. But I haven't always been in business. So, like many of you, I started a little while ago. It was not something that I left school and went straight into. It was something that I kind of fell into through circumstances. So, 7 years ago, just to give you all a little bit of background, 7 years ago, I became a single mum to my two boys who I just talked about. They are the light of my life and the reason that I do everything I do, probably like a lot of you guys who are watching this. And it was the first time that I had been on my own taking care of my two children. I had fled a toxic and unhealthy relationship, and this left me without any security at all. At one point, I was living on £34 a week. That was my child benefit. It meant that I had to try and feed my children, clothe them, pay my bills, pay my rent, and literally £34 was all that I had. And at my worst points, we were having to rely on food banks. And it was at this point that I realized, it was going to be really difficult being a single parent. And so I started to think about how I could work flexibly and still be able to earn an income. And it was at that point that I realized that it had been a while, but I did have a skill set. I had trained as a photographer for 3 years whilst the boys were small. And so I decided that I was going to go and follow my passion and I was going to become a wedding photographer. And like I said, I'd had 3 years in college during night school when my boys were little, but I didn't know anything about business. I knew I was passionate about photography, but I knew absolutely nothing about how to set up a business. And this is where you guys will probably really relate. You guys will have gone into your area of expertise because you were really passionate about it, not because of the business. It was more because of the passion for what you were doing. So it was at this point that I really started to use social media to grow my business. I had absolutely no idea at the start, but I just started plowing on and really started to push forward. It was at this point that I became more financially free. And this was all down to social media. This then led me on to setting up the fastest growing network for women in the entire world. I became one of the UK's leading Instagram experts, and I shared my story with over 200,000 people on social media. But since then, I have also helped 132 women become Amazon #1 best-selling authors. I've been able to support hundreds of thousands of business owners around the world and shared my story with almost 1 million people. I've also successfully founded my third company in 5 years with absolutely no investment. But I don't tell you this to impress you, okay? I tell you this to impress upon you at the beginning, right now, to make you understand the power of social media, okay? So, what can I help you with? I help people with becoming more confident on Instagram. So if you are here wanting to learn, you are most definitely in the right place. I can guarantee you that by the end of today's presentation, every single person will have learned something new about Instagram or feel a little bit more confident in trying something new. I help to support businesses in creating strategies to raise their visibility. So this means looking at what it is that they want to do, the audience that they want to connect with, and figure out how we can put them there in front of that audience. And I also give you the tools to succeed. So like I said, by the end of this presentation, you're going to be able to go off and do something yourself. You're going to be able to implement it. And that is what I do within my trainings and my coaching. I give you the tools to succeed. So you don't have to keep coming back year after year after year. I give you the tools. You learn how to do these things for yourself. And you realize that Instagram isn't such a scary place to be. So why should you be using social media for your business? Well, it's free for a start. You know, it costs you absolutely nothing. You can go over to most social media platforms and sign up for free. It's the most incredible way that you can connect with a worldwide audience. If we go back like 20 years, even like 30 years, you know, you had to send post. You know, if you wanted to connect with someone, you had to send them a letter. We now have the opportunity to connect with anybody we want in the whole entire world, which still absolutely blows my mind. Not only can you connect with them, but you can connect with them in real time, which makes a real difference when you have a business. And it also allows you to tell a story. So, which social media platforms should you be using? There are so many out there, and this is one of the first things that I will say to people when they say they want to use social media. You need to think about your audience. Where are they hanging out? If they're over on Instagram, you should be there. If they are over on Facebook, that's where you should be. If they hang out on LinkedIn, that's where you should be. Okay, so you need to be clear on who it is that you are trying to target and what social media platforms they are on, so that you can then go to that platform and put out content that is going to attract them. But the worst thing that you can try and do is try and be everywhere, because that will never work. It is just spreading yourself too thinly. Pick one, focus on it, master it, and then move on to the next. Now, as much as I say you could go to any social media platform, I am slightly biased, and I am going to shout about Instagram today. And this is because I genuinely believe that Instagram is perfect for every single business, niche, and company, no matter what it is that you do. So I'm going to start with a few statistics for you all. Instagram has over 1 billion active users a month, okay? 500 million daily users, 500 million daily users. 32% of all internet users are on Instagram. So if you think of the world as a whole, pretty much the whole world has use of the internet. 32% of those people are on Instagram. That's a third of the world. 92% of those people are aged between 18 and 49. So if that's the audience you want to connect with, you should be on Instagram. And little fun fact for you all, Instagram is the most Instagrammed. That didn't come out right. Pizza is the most Instagrammed food. So in today's mini masterclass, we are going to be covering 3 different areas. We are going to be talking about creating a banging bio. We are going to be looking at how you can create killer content. And we are going to be talking about how you can make an impact on Instagram stories. So let's get started with creating a banging bio. Your bio is the first thing that people come to when they come to your Instagram account. So it's really important you make a good first impression. The first line of text where you will see here, it says Instagram expert and speaker. When you go to your bio, Instagram asks you to put your name here. These words are searchable, okay? So they are going to bring you up in searches. So rather than having your name like Instagram asks for, you can have words that describe what you do, who you are, and the business, okay? My name is Estelle Keeber. Instagram expert and speaker are going to be searched much more than my name. So it's important to change that first line of dark black text to words that describe your business. You need to keep it short and sweet, okay? People will make a judgment real fast as soon as they come to your account. So make sure they know what it is that you do. You don't want to, confuse them with a big barrage of writing. Keep it short and sweet, to the point, and you can even use emojis to bullet point. You need to make sure that you are giving a call to action. So telling people what you want them to do from your bio. You will see if you click the more button on my bio, it then tells you that you can find out more here. This means that people can then click on my link to find out more. The link in your bio is the only one link that you can have that is live. So if you are wanting to direct traffic somewhere else, for example, to your Facebook, to somewhere that people can call you, to somewhere that people can connect with you and book an appointment, then make sure you are making use of that website link and popping it in your bio. So now we've covered your content. No, now we've covered your bio, we are going to talk about content. So there are lots of different sorts of content that you can be sharing on Instagram. You have Instagram stories, which you see at the top of your feed. They are the small circles at the top, and they have multicolored rings around it. This shows you that those people have stories that you are yet to see. We're going to talk more about stories later on in the presentation, so I'm not going to go into too much detail in it here. Your main feed, this is where you would post your main feed content. So you would have a really high quality picture that is going to get somebody's attention, okay? You have your caption, and you can also add in 30 hashtags to each main feed post. You also have the option of sharing live content on Instagram. So this means that you can jump on and you can share behind the scenes. You can share what's going on. You can share hints and tips. You can share how-tos, and this is all in real time. So you can, again, interact with your followers. Not only do you have Instagram Live, but you also have IGTV, which is where you can upload pre-recorded videos. So if you already have videos in your data bank of how-tos or anything like that, you can upload these to IGTV. You can also save your lives and then upload these to IGTV as well. This again is one other place where you can have a link, but you need to make sure that you put your link into the description on the IGTV. Instagram Reels is relatively new. This is very similar to TikTok. So you guys will probably know and have heard of TikTok. It's a video and audio kind of content. This is exactly what Reels is. You can share 15 or 30-second videos, and you can add in your own music. So again, a really fun way for you to be sharing your content. And Instagram guides. Now, this is a new feature that came in late 2020, I think it was. You can now gather posts that you want to share into one place. So for example, if you go to my Instagram account, you will see that there is a guide there that teaches you about the different Instagram hacks that I've shared. It pulls all of the different posts that I've shared to my main feed into one place so that people can go to one place to find out about a certain thing. If you go to the Immortal Monkey account, you will see that there's a guide there also from Christmas, when we had an Immortal Monkey official gift guide, and each week we would feature a product or a present from another small business owner, and we would add them to our gift guide. So not only can you add your own images and your own posts, you can also add other people's posts to your guides as well. So now you know about content. Figuring out what works is the first thing in planning your amazing content. So how do you know what works? When you know what works, it means that you can share out more of this content. And the easiest way for you to find out what is working best is for you to check your Instagram insights or use a third-party app. Now, there are lots and lots out there. I use a scheduling app called Later, which I find is really, really useful. And it also allows me to look at my insights. So if you are wanting to look for the post that got the most engagement, or the post that pushed the most people through to your website, or the post that got the most likes, you can go to your Instagram insights and you can look back up to, I think it's a year or 2 years. You can look back through the content, look at what worked best, which post got the most engagement, and then work on creating more of that content. So what is an insight? Just to break it down for anybody who is thinking, I have no idea what an insight is. An insight is the capacity to gain an accurate and deep understanding of someone or something. So this is what you are doing when you are looking at your insights on Instagram. You are just looking a little bit deeper to have a better understanding over what it is that is working best for you. And the final area that we are going to cover in today's presentation is Instagram stories, which is one of my favorite areas to cover. And this is because I genuinely believe that Instagram stories are a game changer for all businesses. So we touched earlier on the content section about what are Instagram stories. You can see here it's the circle with the multicolored ring around it. This is showing my specific stories. When I share a story, it means that it lasts for 24 hours, and this is where it is shown. It's a really good way for you to share behind the scenes of your business. So your main feed should be kept for all the really, really amazing stuff you want people to focus on. Your Instagram stories, you can throw in anything you want in there, okay? It's a really fun way for you to reach out to the people that follow you. And again, it allows you to connect on a personal level. There's so many different ways Instagram give you to help you to connect and engage and interact using Instagram stories. It's also a lot less polished, so you don't have to put as much effort in to sharing a story as you do your main feed. So we talked about the fact that you need to have a high quality image. You need to have a really good caption. You need to have 30 hashtags. You need to think about the best times to post out. With Instagram stories, you don't have to worry about any of those things. And I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to be creating your own Instagram stories. But first of all, let's talk about a few of the statistics for Instagram stories. 1 in 3 Instagrammers have become more interested in a brand after seeing it on stories. 1 in 3 stories gets a DM. That means that somebody is sending you a direct message. They are coming into your inbox to have a conversation with you. 38% of people who viewed stories went on to speak to somebody else. Again, that word of mouth. 56% of people who viewed stories then went on to look at the website. So this was why I was stressing right at the beginning about making sure that you have some sort of link in your bio so that people can go and find out more about you. But now is the time. Let's get interactive and get your phones out. I want you to join in and create an Instagram story with me right now so you can see how simple and easy it is, and hopefully start to implement and share stories as your daily, a part of your daily routine. For those of you that don't do it and think you don't have the time, you are going to see it's going to take us less than 5 or 10 minutes. So I want you to open up your Instagram stories. So this could be a camera icon, or it could be the little plus sign at the top on the right hand side. This will then give you the option to open your stories. Once you have your stories open, you can then capture whatever it is that you want to share. So for example, for this one, I'm going to stop the screen share just for a moment. And I'm going to give you all a little wave. So if you want to do a picture of me, if you want to do a boomerang, you can do whatever it is that you like. And remember, this is about showing people behind the scenes of your business, okay? You can be sharing with them that you are upping your knowledge on Instagram because you want to reach out and share your message with as many people as possible, okay? So either take a picture of your desk, where you're watching from right now. You can do a little video, you can do a little boomerang. I don't mind, whatever it is that you do, but I want you to take some content, okay? So make sure that you are doing this and joining along with us. You can take a selfie. I do love a good selfie. So if you want to take a selfie, spin yourself around so that I can see the screen. So you're here watching me, and do a selfie with me right now. That would be so cool. I would love if you would do that. So let's go back into the screen share so you can see step by step what you should be doing. So now you have some content, okay? This is your picture of me, the boomerang, the selfie, whatever it may be that you want to share. Now you will see at the top there are some icons. The one that I want you to focus on is your square smiley face, because this is where your stickers are, okay? Now this will look different for every single person. Well, not every single person, but you know, it may not be the same for every single person because Instagram roll different stickers out at different times. So I hear a lot of people say to me, I don't have the music feature. I know Instagram just rolls it out. There is no, you know, method to the madness. They just roll it out when they feel they want to roll it out to certain people. But it should look something like this. And the 3 stickers we're going to talk about, you should most definitely have. So the first one is your location. This allows you to connect with people in that location. So it doesn't have to be your specific location. You can tag in a location there where you want to be visible. So for example, I live in Leicester, but if I wanted to promote the fact that I was going to Birmingham to the NEC to do a presentation there, I would be tagging in Birmingham because I want to get people's attention in Birmingham. So once you've added in your location, go back into your stickers, and I want you to use the mention sticker, okay? What this allows you to do is mention another account, and this then allows that account to reshare your story. So if you tag me at Estelle Keeber Official or the business account at Immortal Monkey Official, I will then be able to share your story with all of my followers, meaning that your visibility is raised again. And don't forget, you can also tag in Guild News Beauty, who is, excuse me, who is running this virtual hair and beauty show. Once you've tagged in your mentions, you can then use your hashtags. So hashtags work in stories in the same way as they do in your main feed. They are words to describe what's going on in your story or your post. So for this story, we are going to use the hashtag InstaQueen. Okay, we are talking about Instagram. I am the Insta Queen. So today we are going to use the hashtag InstaQueen. So by now you've added in your location, you've added in your mentions, and you've added in your hashtags. Now there's tons of other stuff that you can use in there, but today those are the 3 that I want you to focus on, okay, when it comes to your stickers. You will also see at the top there is a capital and lowercase a. This is where you can add in some text, okay? So give me some feedback. Let me know, what did you love about today's presentation? Did you have a light bulb moment? Have you enjoyed doing the stories? Did you not know that you could use all these stickers? Whatever it may be that you have taken away, let me know, drop it in a little bit of feedback and share it into your Instagram story. I'll also give you a bonus point if you throw in a GIF, okay? So if you type in Estelle into GIFs, Estelle, if you scroll through, you will see that there is a GIF there. I am wearing a grey hoodie because that's what you usually find me in, a grey hoodie with my sunglasses on. If you share that GIF as well, you are going to get a bonus point. And once you've done all of those things, you are then ready to share your Instagram story, okay? I want you to tap the share button, and that will now be available for people to see for 24 hours, okay? Now you can see how quick and easy that was. I have talked you through the whole of creating a story in less than, 5 minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes in their day to be sharing something about their business to their Instagram stories. So my final thoughts as we are finishing up with the presentation: don't focus on the numbers. So this comes to your followers. It's all about quality rather than quantity, and this includes your content. So rather than posting every single day and posting out rubbish content, how about posting every other day and putting more thought into it? Or maybe not posting on your main feed every day, but making sure you are putting your time and effort into your Instagram stories. It's most important that you show up as often as you can. Do not put too much pressure on yourself, okay? It's important to show up when you can. It's more about consistency. And the most important thing is to be yourself, because that's what people want to see on social media, okay? They don't want to see this highly polished, super perfect version of anybody. People relate to people, so make sure that you be yourself. If you are wanting to check out some free resources, then head on over and check out the Immortal Monkey Facebook group. There are lots of tips and tricks on all sorts of things to do with business. You can also join the Instagram gang over on Facebook. This is, again, a free Facebook group, but this group is more focused on how you can use Instagram to grow your business. You can sign up to our newsletter on the website, which is www.igtv.com. immortalmonkey.co.uk. And of course, like we mentioned at the beginning, you can head over and follow me on Instagram at Estelle Keeber Official. And if you have enjoyed today's training, then why not hook yourself up with a one-to-one session with me and really up level your Insta sales. 1 hour sessions are just £99. We will go through all the tips and the strategies that you need to be making sales on Insta, okay? If you use the code InstaQueen at checkout, you will also get 50% off any of my Instagram trainings. So at full price, they are only £19.99. If you use that code, you will get access to them for less than £10. And we have some amazing trainings over there. There is the Instagram Back to Basics, 10 Steps to 10K, making sales on Insta, you name it, it's there. So head on over and check out the trainings. Or we have the members only area where there are over 20 different trainings to help you grow your business. Now, these are trainings on everything from branding to designing a website, to your own mental health, to eating well whilst working at home, to Instagram stories, hashtags, how to silence your inner critic, photography. It's literally everything you could possibly want to know about business is in the members only area. Not only that, but you also get 3 hashtag directories worth £45. And if you use the code InstaQueen, you will get access to all of that for just £7.50. So make sure that you use the code when you head on over to the website. And if you have enjoyed today's presentation, I would love for you to give me some feedback. So please do head on over to any of the Instagram accounts. We have the Immortal Monkey Official, we have Guild News Beauty, and we have Estelle Keeber Official. I would love to hear what you thought. Please make sure that you use the hashtag Virtual Hair and Beauty Show and tag me so that I can come back and show you guys some love as well. But that is it from me for today. Don't forget, if you need any more support in using social media to grow your business, you can find me all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, I'm even on Clubhouse. So until the next time, stay safe, stay sane, and enjoy your social media. And goodbye.